now we're going to add our oil. Now, oil, as far as the oil that we have here, it's a blend of regular vegetable soybean oil with a little bit of olive oil in it. You could go all olive oil. Olive oil is a very nice oil to add to your doughs. It does impart a unique flavor, but it is kind of an expensive ingredient. We choose to use a blend. We're using about 90% vegetable oil and then 10% olive oil. So again, we'll just kind of slowly add that in. We're doing it on the stir speed. And we'll allow this to stir in for just a minute, and then we'll kick it into first speed. So now we're going to turn this into first speed. And we'll mix for about 2 minutes. Again, we're looking for that oil to be incorporated into the dough. You can see by the way the dough is slipping around the mixer that there's still quite a bit of oil on the outside of the dough. And then once we get that incorporated, we will go into to second speed. This happens to be a 4-speed mixer. You can mix on just about any type of mixer at any speed. Obviously, the slower the mixing action, the longer it's going to take to mix your dough up. Now on the other side of that, just because the mixer has speed 3 and 4, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use those speeds, because once you do get up into higher speeds, that is a little more abusive and harder on your mixer. So if you want to avoid having the repairman come to your shop unnecessarily, probably stay in mixing your doughs in first and second speed. I'm going to now switch this into second speed, and I'm going to, we're going to purposely undermix this dough a little bit. We're only going to mix the dough out for about six minutes, and then we're going to look at the dough development.
Here we are, we're 6 minutes into the mixing stage, and if you just look at the dough on the outside here, you can see that it still has a rather rough appearance to it. And it's still not a real smooth dough, but what we like to do just to test it, we like to bring out a piece of dough, and you can see it wants to stick to your fingers, so it's a little bit tacky. And try to get a piece about the size of a chicken egg, and round it up so it's got a bit of a skin on it. Put it between your fingers, bring your thumbs together, lock it down, and pull it apart. And you can see here where it is torn. That tearing just simply indicates that we don't have enough gluten film formation. What's going to happen is if we try to round this up on the bench, that dough is going to keep tearing, and it's just going to require excess dusting flour, and it's going to begin sticking to everything rather than forming a smooth skin. So it's important that we mix this a little bit longer. It will make it easier for us to work with on the bench when we start dividing it, cutting it and scaling. So we're going to reset the time on this here. We've got 6 minutes. So we're going to give it another 4 minutes in second speed. Okay, here we are back again. We're at 10 minutes total mixing time, and when we look at the dough, it's a little bit smoother, a little bit clearer in color. We're going to go ahead and grab a piece of it, and if you notice now, it's not sticking to my hands nearly as much as it was before. So what I'm going to do now, again, is form it back up into a ball. Again, a piece the size of a hen's egg. Bring my fingers together, pull it apart. There's just a little bit of tearing here, nothing over here at all. We've got a little bit here. We'll give this another 2 minutes of mixing time, and we'll see what this looks like. So we're getting very, very close now.
On what speed are you going with on this?
This will be all on second speed, and this will be bringing us up to a total of 12 minutes.